everybody, and welcome to the Thorn Bird Bear Yarns podcast. This is episode 2, and it is March 14th, 2017. So, to all returning viewers here for the second episode, thank you so much for coming back. And if you are just now checking me out, thank you very much for tuning in and seeing what I'm all about. I am a knitter, a crocheter, a spinner, and a yarn dyer here in southern Indiana. I'm also a mom to 3 kids and somebody's girlfriend. So thank you very much for tuning in to episode 2. You can find me on Ravelry. I'm lotsuvyarn on Ravelry. On Etsy, my shop is Thorn Bird Bear Yarns. You can also find me on Instagram under Thorn Bird Bear Yarns and on Facebook under Thorn Bird Bear Yarns. So welcome. First up, I'm going to talk about a little bit, I got a giveaway I want to talk about and a product that I got in the mail. And then I'll talk a little bit about my week and move on to finished objects, works in progress, and then shop news. I unfortunately don't have any spinning today to show you. Wish I did, but I haven't gotten there quite yet. Okay, so first off, the giveaway. I already did one giveaway over on my Instagram feed, but I'm also going to be doing a giveaway for YouTube subscribers and watchers. It's for a skein of my Thorn Bird Bear yarns in the Flora colorway on our merino 4-ply sock, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards. Here's what the skein looks like. So to win, or to be entered to win this, I should mention, actually, let's stop here for a second. There is now a Facebook, or not a Facebook group, a Ravelry group for the podcast. It's also a Ravelry group for my yarns, so it's kind of both. But if you go to Ravelry and you look for Thorn Bird Bear Yarns in the groups, you should be able to find it. So become a member of the group, and there will be a giveaway thread within that group. Asking you to let me know what your favorite colorway is in my shop. And that will enter you to win, and I will close the thread. I'll probably record next on March 28th. So I will close the thread on March 27th. I'll take it all up until midnight between the 27th and 28th. And then I'll close the thread, and I'll draw before I record next time for a winner. So head on over to subscribe or to enter for that. Also, I just wanted to talk for a second. I was watching the Yarn Hoarder podcast, and she had mentioned that she had found an Etsy store that made these super cute pom-poms. And so after I watched her episode, I checked it out, and I actually ordered some and got them in. So I thought I'd show them. I'm really impressed. I'm not much of a pom-pom maker. I don't have the Clover pom-pom makers, although I should probably purchase some. And I don't make a lot of hats. I have hats. I've knit hats in the past, but it's not like something I'm always knitting on. So I thought if I get some pom-poms in, that maybe it would inspire me to make more hats, because my kids they always need hats for winter around here. So I ordered about 10 of them. Here's one of them. And this store is Achilles Original Art on Etsy. The shipping is so cheap. She's not from the United States. I can't remember where exactly she is from. But shipping was cheap, and it didn't take too long to get here. Maybe about 2 or 3 weeks. Here's a little white pom-pom. Brown. See, aren't they just so, like, ooh, I just love them. I'm really excited. This one I think is a little different. It's more white with black. I think those are all the kinds I have. So I got them in a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to keep them on my, can't really see it. I have a shelf back here. I'm just going to keep them up there, and every once in a while I'm going to knit a hat, put one of these suckers on them, and call it a day. So I thought I'd mention that if you're looking for some pom-poms. I'm sure everybody's checked out Amber's podcast, of the Yarn Hoarder podcast, and knows about them. But, so anyways, thought I'd mention that. I am drinking today out of my big Chevron cup, just regular coffee with some hazelnut creamer in it, and it looks like it's going to start raining. Look at my watch. It's 35 outside, so. We finally got some snow yesterday. I don't know about, well, I do know. Some of you on the East Coast, I heard, got a lot of snow. But, it really, we've had such a mild winter here. And so it finally snowed yesterday. But it had been so warm that the snow, it didn't really stick. And it ended up really not being that much of a big deal. So, but it was pretty to watch it come down at work and look out the window and see the snow. This weekend, let's see what happened this week for me. This weekend, my parents watched the kids Saturday night. So my boyfriend and I went down to a little pub down the street, and we had fun. It was a fun night, and got to relax and see friends. And I'm lucky that I live close by, so it's a walk down the street. It's not that big of a deal. And so that was really fun. And I had my first yarn update on Friday. Thank you so much to everybody who purchased yarn. If you are still looking or wanting to look in my shop, there's still plenty of yarn available. And I'm going to have another update this coming Friday, March 17th, at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will show you guys the yarns I have to purchase here at the end of the podcast. So thank you very much to everyone who purchased yarn. I also had a giveaway on my Instagram feed, so thank you for everybody who entered to win. It was a skein of Flora yarn, kind of like we're doing on the giveaway here. So I just appreciate that. I appreciate the support. I'm getting ready, actually, after the podcast today to dye some more yarn. I have it soaking right now. And it's going to be some new colorways that I'm really excited about. And in fact, in the shop update, which I'll show you right now, because this is a new colorway. I'll just show you this one right now because it's new. The new colorway for the shop for this week is called Mary Golden. And this is it's only on the BFL base for this week. And the BFL high twist base is 80% superwash, 80% superwash BFL, 20% nylon, and it's about 400 yards. And I really dig this color. It might be more of a fall color for some people, but I just heard something outside that was weird. I just was thinking about the spring and marigolds, and there's even some mauve, some rose colors, and so for me it is a springy color, but it could be, you could interpret it more as an autumnal colorway if you're into that sort of things. But I love earth colors. It's my own personal palette, although with socks, I will knit any color under the sun. But for my own personal palette, these colors really speak to me. Very earthy and natural, and I just love it. So this is a new colorway this week in the shop on the BFL base. Okay, so let's get into it. Works in progress. No, lying. Finished objects first. I have one finished object this week, and it is my Grand Central socks. And I think I call these Central Park socks last time, and I'm sorry. It's a pattern by Mina Phillip. It's part of her New York sock collection, and it is the Grand Central socks. It's her March pattern for her club. You can see the details of the texture there. I did not do it on the foot. I find sometimes that when I do texture on the foot, it doesn't stretch as easy here in the instep, and so I decided to just do it on the leg of the sock, and I actually stopped about 10 rows before I did my heel, just because I find it stretches a little better that way. So I did, like I do for I shouldn't say all my socks, because you never know, there might be a time when I don't, but for most of my socks, I do a 20 round rib. I do 60 rounds, no, lying. I do 70 rounds for the leg. And then in this case, I did a fish lips kiss heel. And I actually did it in garter this time because I saw on Mina Phillip, her Instagram feed, I saw where she had done one. And I thought, oh, that looks cool. So I tried it out. So I did a garter heel, fish lips kiss heel. And then for my foot size, I knit 70 rounds. I have a size 10 U.S. women's foot. I knit 70 rounds. And then I did my toe, which I do a 5-point decrease toe. I don't know if you can kind of see. So it looks like a lopsided star at the top, sort of. And that's my basic sock, except I did do her textured pattern there for the Grand Central socks. These are also my March 2017 Desert Vista Dye Works socks for the month. This is Desert Vista Dye Works on their, it's not the Viso base. I think the Viso base is the Superwash Merino nylon base. Maybe it's Vista. I'm not sure. Or Visa base. Anyways, it's just this 100% Superwash Merino base in the Mrs. Dracula colorway. And this is actually a gradient skein, which it was really dyed very neat. It was, first off, I'm obsessed with her yarn, period. Every skein I've knit with, it's just been remarkable. But what was cool about this skein is it started off this like lighter red, and then it gradually went into a really deep, dark, maroonish red. So that was really awesome. And what I've been doing when I've been done at the end of the month with my Desert Vista Dye Works socks is I've been taking the yarn and I've been starting some monster sock skeins, balls really, for me to be able to knit some monster socks with the leftovers. So I take about 3 grams or 4 grams from the skein that I just got done knitting with, the cake, really. And I put that in 2 separate balls. And I did that for January. With January, that's how I started it. And then in February, I added on the next yarn, about 3 grams on each ball, because I knit my socks 2 at a time. Which I should mention, these were knit 2 at a time. And then I just added on then, this month was 4 grams onto each of the balls for the March colorway. So that's for my 12-month pair. And then, or for my 12-month monster socks, because after the 12 months have been knit, I will then use those 2 balls I made and make monster socks with them. And I just do the, what is that join? Where you knot them, that everybody was doing with the, I can't think of it. I will try to remember and post it somewhere here on the screen. It's the join that everybody is doing for like the magic balls, or just a way to connect your two yarns together that's relatively stays knotted. Of course, it can come out, but I knit so many pairs of socks, I'm not too worried about it. If it comes out, it comes out. So I did that for the 12-month, and then on the 6-month balls, I did, I think, 5 or 6 grams for each ball that I've already started from my March leftover cake. And so I guess like in June, when my June socks are done and I put the new yarn on there, I'll start my first pair of monster socks, which will be, the stripes will be a little bit thicker because it's only 6 skeins of Desert Vista Dye Works yarn versus my 12-month socks at the end of the year will have 12 stripes in each one. And I figured out the amount of grams I wanted to use by knowing how much my socks typically weigh, because I weigh my socks when I'm done with them. And then dividing that by 2, because I knit them 2 at a time. And then dividing that by 6 months and then 12 months. So that's my finished object for this episode. I'm excited. Now I can wear them. Okay, so what am I working? Oh, and these were on size 1 needles, which is 2.25 millimeter. That is my standard needle. I don't really knit with any other size needle for socks. And it was a 40-inch cable because, like I said, I'm really enjoying knitting 2 at a time socks right now. So my next item that I'm going to talk about is my work in progress. And it's another pair of socks. This one is in my yarn, Thornbird Bear Yarns, and it is the Flora colorway. And I'm knitting them 2 at a time on size 1. Chow Goose. Chow Goose, again, are my favorite sock needle. They're my favorite needle, period. I love Chow Goose. More than Signatures, more than any other needle. So I love them. 40-inch cable, size 1, 2.25 millimeter. And here's what they look like so far. Interestingly enough, even though I did not dye this to stripe up, so far, which that could change, but so far, they're really striping. It's almost like it looks like I did it on purpose, but I'm really, really loving the colorway and loving knitting them. Here's what one of the cakes looks like for the colors. And I do have some of this in the shop still. I have it, no, I'm sold out on the merino, but I do have it in BFL in the shop. And then there'll be some more on Friday going in. And then I also dyed, I don't sell mini skeins right now, but I did dye a little mini skein for the heels. So I am really loving working on that. In fact, I might work on that here for a minute while I'm talking. Actually, I'm not, probably, because I'm getting ready to do the shop update, and I won't be able to do that. So that is my work in progress. I did not work any on my blanket this week, any of my blankets. To tell you the truth, dyeing yarn this week really, it kept me really busy. So I did not have a ton of time to work on anything other than socks when I was waiting for dyes to set and whatnot. So hopefully this week, maybe I'll get some more work in on the blankets and I can show them next time. Same with spinning. I don't have any spinning this week. Bummer. I'm going camping this weekend though. So I have a, oh my goodness. What are those bags called? See, okay. Let me tell you something about me. I have the memory of a goldfish. I can't remember anything. It's ridiculous. What is Zuka? I have a Zuka bag for my mini spinner that I've had for a while. And so she gets packed up in the Zuka bag and gets to go camping with us when we go because there's nothing. I'm blowing out here. There is nothing I love more than spinning yarn or knitting while I'm in the middle of the woods and enjoying a nice campfire. I love it. So she'll be going with me this weekend. Okay, on to shop update. If you do not care about the shop update, I totally get you. Thank you for tuning in to episode 2, and I will see you in 2 weeks for episode 3. And if you are here to see the yarn update, let's get to it. So first off, I'm going to have some Flora in the shop on Friday. 2 skeins on the Merino 4-ply sock base and 2 skeins on the BFL high twist base. Okay. I'm going to have Mara Golden, which I've already showed you, which is a new colorway to the shop this week. And it is only on BFL for this week. I'm going to have Beach Vacation. Whoop. 2 on Merino 4-ply sock. And then 2 on BFL high twist. I'm running out of room. And then I'm going to have on the Horizon. I'm going to have 2 on BFL. And then I'm going to have 2 on Merino. This colorway, I want to knit badly with this colorway. And the Mara Golden, to be honest with you. And the Inflatable Donut and the Beach Vacation. Honestly, everything I'm dyeing right now, I really want to knit with. And then last but not least, we have some Inflatable Donut on BFL. And then on Merino. So that is it. That's all I got for shop news. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. I might pop on with a little vlog here and there between now and the next recording. I appreciate your time tuning in. Enjoy knitting. If you are purchasing yarn, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. And I will see you guys later. Bye!